Hello, Vibe Tribe. Your presence is welcome to this channel. We're going to dive into the Taurus energy wave for the Capricorn zodiac month. You can use this information and apply it to wherever you have this energy in your birth chart. In this particular tarot reading, we are going to focus on spiritual ascension. The definition of ascension is rising to a higher level, and therefore, this is a guide to the never-ending road of your spiritual elevation. Now, I would like you to imagine a circular clock. Picture the large numbers. They should count 1 to 12. These numbers represent each of the zodiac signs. When the short hand of the clock hits a number, it signifies one full ascension step. Now look closer into the clock. There are 4 lines in between the big numbers. Every line represents the 4 weeks that make up a zodiac season. It is this crucial information that we're going to detail as we move forward in this video. To set our vibrations to the highest level possible, I will say a prayer. It is advised that you follow along with me by tuning in your mental energy. Let us begin. Dear Creator God of the universe, thank you for creating all that you have created. Thank you for keeping the world at a balance. Thank you for giving us life. Thank you for loving us unconditionally. Thank you for allowing me to share this message and guiding this message to those meant to hear it. We are so grateful to you for masterpiecing the world around us and creating each individual detail made by your genius artistry, including ourselves. We are grateful that you allowed us to be masters of our own choices in life. We hope to use that gift to grow expansive positivity within ourselves, then spreading that positivity to the world around us. I ask you to cloak this reading, including the audience and myself, with protection against all negativity, so this may be a positive space for truthful information to be heard and accepted. Please guide this reading with your Holy Spirit of wisdom. May it teach us the way of ascension. Glory be to you. Amen. The process of ascension easily compares to the growth of a lotus flower. The lotus flower grows by bearing deep roots into the soil at the bottom of a still body of water. This soil impacts the flower's entire growth cycle and is the hidden source to the beauty of the lotus. This is the piece that Taurus energy wave is expanding during Capricorn season. So Taurus, what the grounding energy for you is the 5 of Swords energy. I always like to say this is a card, when I look at it, I really see 3 perspectives. The perspective that we are going to be looking at is the man with the sword. Taurus energy is the man with the sword at this point. And what that has to deal with is basically there's something that you had to cut down. There's something that threatened your path that had to be cut down, mentally had to be cut down. This could be with conversation. This could be even your thoughts. It could be the way that you move, maybe things that weren't said but thought, and so it affected your actions. Whatever it was, it definitely created a change. And so right now what's going on with that change that was made, this new idea, this new thought, these new truths that have been revealed to you, or that you have revealed to somebody, you're moving in a different way. I'm seeing people, places, materials, things that had to be moved out of your path and out of your life. Now, when I say this is a card of 3 perspectives, if you notice in the background, there's that lion. This lion is popping out to me now. And the lion is looking and he's upset. So there's people in the background that are upset that you're not dealing with something, that you're not dealing with a situation. But the reality is this situation, the reason why this man cuts down this leopard is because this leopard, and from this man's perspective, the leopard is threatened to get onto his pathway, and he had to he felt like he had to cut this leopard down in order to continue on his path. And if you notice here, he still has some swords, so he's still ready to cut anything else that threatens his path, right? So based off of this energy that you have, this is going to take this is the background to what's going on basically in Capricorn season. So in this portion of the reading, we're going to detail the seed of your lotus. It is what the soil is cultivating this Capricorn season, and is the main focus at this time for the Taurus energy wave. So here we are now with what's planted out of that Five of Swords energy, and that is the Emperor. The Emperor is a major arcana and is of the number 4, which has to deal with foundations. But the biggest thing about the Emperor is a person that makes decisions, and people may not like it, but the Emperor does not care. This is a energy of, I make the hard decisions that need to be made. I cut out what needs to be cut out. I decree this that needs to be decreed. And if you notice on this card, remember in the Five of Swords when we was talking about that lion in the background people that were upset about what the man taking down this leopard? Look at the lion now in the card. The lion is at the feet of the Emperor, and the Emperor is way bigger than the lion, and they all follow suit. So whoever is this Emperor and this elephant, whoever this is representing in your life, these upset people, right? These upset people that are upset that you're not dealing with something anymore, they have no choice but to go with your decision, actually. And if you notice here, even in the Emperor's hand right now is a sword. Just I mean, this is a different sword because the first sword was straight, but he still has a sword. He's upgraded his sword to being curved, and he still has it aimed out. Like, you could still get cut out if you do not like what I'm doing. And that's the energy that Taurus, that's the Taurus energy wave right now for this season. So the clock that we visualize in our minds at the beginning of this video stands for each zodiac season as an individual step towards ascension. Most of these steps that finalize growth within ourselves have actually been in the process of maturing for quite some time. We're going to look at the last piece and last zodiac season that's basically led to the current development we are now building. And now we are at this Five of Pentacles energy here. This is something that happened in Sagittarius season. This is the card of loss. This could be lost money, lost materials, lost people, lost morals. One of those 4 things in one of those 4 categories. So either, let's run down it again. People, material things such as houses, cars, apartments, could even be jobs. Money, which could also be a job. Savings, stuff like that. And the last thing is morals. So maybe you lost a moral, you had a connection with something because of morals, and you learned that those morals really actually hurt you, even though maybe you had good intentions or maybe you had bad intentions. Whatever your intentions were, those morals hurt you in a way, and so then these things have led to you feeling a loss, you going through a loss of some kind. And so last season, this Five of Pentacles, what you lost, that loss energy has triggered your pathway this month. The lotus sprout is the first time this beautiful flower peeks out of its soil and is exposed to the world. Since the lotus likes to grow in muddy water, it begins its life in a new, unknown territory that is difficult to see through. The sprout mimics the part of Ascension where we are challenged to do something new and to be brave enough to continue without being able to see where the path will take us. These first 2 weeks of Capricorn season, we are going to be using our instincts, much like the lotus, to navigate ourselves towards completing the lesson. So, instinctually, we're going into this Page of Pentacles energy. Page of Pentacles is a good energy. It's an energy of a new pathway, going on a new pathway. Some of you might be starting school. Some of you might be starting a business. Some of you might be starting a job. It has something, you guys are starting something that is the beginning of developing something stable in your life. Because Pentacles is the most stable element in the tarot deck. Once again, we're talking about Pentacles. So Pentacles has 4 categories: people, materials, money, and morals. So whatever it was when we were talking about that 5 of Pentacles energy, whatever it was that you lost, you're now building something new upon it. If you lost money in some way, if you lost a job, you're starting a new job, or you're starting a business. You're starting something new, something that you haven't done before, because you're in this page energy. You're not in the queen energy or the king energy with this. So this is something brand new. Something left your life for you to start something brand new. The lotus flower begins to take root and secure itself into the soil while simultaneously growing upward towards the top of the water. Once it reaches the water's surface, it becomes visible to a world outside of the murky water it was born in. The ability for this flower to connect its grounding energy to its growth symbolizes a new established part in yourself that can now be visible to the world around you. So here's the thing, Taurus, you got this world energy here. So something is completing, something you graduated to a new level. And it has to deal with this new pathway that you are instinctually moving towards. Now this time frame is the last 2 weeks of Capricorn season. The Page of Pentacles is going to be the first 2 weeks of Capricorn season. So Page of Pentacles, first 2 weeks of Capricorn season. The World card, last 2 weeks of Sagittarius. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Sagittarius. Last 2 weeks of Capricorn season, okay? Some of you might be dealing with the Sagittarius energy. This Sagittarius energy is like trying to butt its head in here. So you could be dealing. There's Sagittarius energy is around Taurus energy in Capricorn season. Maybe you might have a Sagittarius rising moon. Look at where Sagittarius is in your birth chart. You may have Sagittarius is around you, but definitely, because it keeps coming out with what I'm saying. But anyway, about Taurus, about you, is the world. And so this is a completion card, but it's the ultimate completion card. And by that I mean it's a graduation. So it's not necessarily a graduation on this new pathway. It's a graduation on the seed that you planted. Okay? And that seed that you planted was that Emperor energy. And that Emperor energy about being direct. Making decisions in your life. Putting your foot down on those decisions. Not allowing people to make decisions for you in your life. Just like with that lion, right? At first, the first card that we had, the lion was upset with what you were doing. Okay? The lion was upset with what you were doing. They didn't like what you were cutting out. They didn't like that you putting up boundaries. They didn't like that whatever came to move over your boundaries, you basically stabbed it, right? They didn't like that. They didn't like that in the boundaries. They didn't like your boundaries. And you didn't even stab them. They didn't like you putting boundaries with other people, right? Because the people that tried your boundaries, you cut out. So now you're realizing, hey, it really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, when it comes to my life, all of you can fall in line, basically. And so that's the energy that you have completed. This is a for surety here. This is a graduation. You have graduated on putting your boundaries down for Capricorn season. Congratulations. So at the end of Capricorn season, the lotus that grows within yourself will be in bloom. This bloom is the point of achievement you have accomplished. The beauty of the lotus is an intricate and delicate design, standing for the many complexities to our lives and how easy our choices shape the pathway to our destiny. Okay, Taurus, so what's so beautiful about this is after the completion, after your graduation, after you get to the number 21 in the major arcana, which is the last card in the major arcana, this graduation, this completion, you go right back to number 1, which is the magician. The magician is a conduit of power. If you notice in this card, his hand reaches up, far up to the sky, and he's channeling divine power within himself. And he's got the 4 elements here. He's got earth, he's got water, he's got fire, he's got air. And he's using that energy that he gets from the divine in order to master these 4 elements here. Okay? So that's the energy that you are going to be in. It's a very focused energy. Remember, we were talking about that pathway, that page of pentacles, whatever you're working on, you're focusing on it now. And because you have put your boundaries up, it's not outside energies coming in to try and distract you from what you're supposed to be doing, distract you from your path, distract you from what you're building, distract you from what you're gaining from that 5 of Pentacles loss. You're not allowing that to happen. So because you're not allowing people, places, things, situations to cross your boundaries, and you're at this, it's a very dangerous energy. Getting on this, trying to distract you at this point is going to be kind of dangerous for somebody. Whether it be mentally, emotionally, physically, it's going to be kind of dangerous for them. But kind of being the bad guy, it's like you have to make a decision. Be their bad guy, but be a good guy to yourself, or be a good guy to them and be a bad guy to yourself. If that makes any sense. But it's getting you into this hyper-focused mode, because I think that you probably were focusing a little too much on situations that you weren't really, divine didn't really intend for you to spend a whole bunch of your energy on. So since you've taken your focus on that and put it into your pathway and whatever you're building, you have this, it's like, this magician card is magician, magic, right? You're magical right now. You're channeling a high vibration of energy, which the only way to be able to do that is for focus on that energy, complete focus on that energy. And Taurus, that is your bloom. That is at the end of Capricorn season, the end of the first third, the first part of winter is what you're going into. I hope this video helped guide you in the right direction in your life. For those that would like to dig deeper into this energy, there will be a live group reading via Zoom where you will have a chance in a select group of people to ask questions. Please don't hesitate to hit that like button and leave your commentary in the comment section below. Subscribe to the Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok pages, as well as the website's newsletter. This will keep you updated when there are classes, workshops, live group readings, new products, and free giveaways. I offer personal readings on the website. Spots are limited to 10 per month, and all appointments are scheduled for the last 2 Tuesdays of each calendar month. Disclaimer alert, let them scram and don't get scammed. I will never offer anyone a reading in the comment section of this video. The only way you should receive a reading from me is by going to the website and setting an appointment. All donations are accepted via Cash App and PayPal. Thank you to all that decide to donate ahead of time. Your donations put a smile on my face and are much appreciated. Now, every day, say a prayer to God, Creator of the universe. This will shield your pathway from unnecessary negativity. Keep your energy focused on your spiritual ascension. This will pattern your life to be surrounded in divine energy. Practice loving yourself. It is a journey that never ends. Spread love, because what we give is what we take in the cycle of karma and a reflection of our own self. Lastly, remember that you are a child of the Creator God, and this makes you amazing. Till we meet again, Vibe Tribe. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. Now we're going to explore the roots to your lotus flower. The roots keep the plant alive and secure your ascension step. It is also the part of yourself that is most likely to be targeted and attacked by lower vibrational energies that cross your path. So your roots are the Ace of Pentacles, and this makes sense, you know. Remember, we're talking about pentacles, so pentacles in 4 ways. They can be people, they can be materials, morals, and money. So it's something that's been given to you, okay? The pentacles is basically, if you were gonna take, tarot on a pathway 1 through 10, right? And the ace being number 1, the first step onto that pathway as you're taking this step that you're taking as a page, as the Page of Pentacles, as we talked earlier. This is something that is being given to you from the divine. So some of you, it might be money. Some of you might be getting some money to start something. Some of you might be getting an opportunity to start something, as in acceptance into school, acceptance into a new job. If it's money, it could be a grant, scholarship, or inheritance of some kind. This could be a person. Some of you could be possibly having a baby. I don't know. We have children here in the picture. We have a baby. Whatever it is something that's been given to you, and it's something that has to deal with your Page of Pentacles journey. So remember also with this, the biggest thing is the roots. They're your weakness and they are your strength. The strength that the roots have is what's keeping this what you're building up. But it's a weakness also because it is a target. People are going to be targeting this in the Capricorn season. So if you got some money, that means you've got people with their hand out asking for it. If you're going to school for anything, that means there's people that are going to be around you that is going to try and distract you away from this Ace of Pentacles. Okay? If this is, maybe, you might be having a baby. Some of you might be having a baby. This is, and I'm just saying, if for a baby, what is the opposite of having a baby is basically having an abortion, right? So this is something that is going, whatever this is it's your strength. It's what's holding up this path. It's your welcome kit that you have to go on this path. But people are going to come and they're going to try and take it. So you have to protect it. That's why Spirit has guided you to be in this Emperor energy and basically making these decisions about what you have, your abundance, and not caring what other people around you have to say about this. Okay? So until next time, Vibe Tribe, thank you. Bye-bye.